What's going on, my friends? Today, I will be talking about the best badges in NBA 2K25. These are the badges that if you spend a lot of attribute points on, you will get the benefits of it. Very good badges in today's video. I've made content over 2K25 badges before. Overrated and underrated badges. I broke down the badges that pop up more than you think that they would and are very beneficial when they do. Those are the underrated badges. And then the overrated badges being these badges just don't pop up as much as you think, and they don't pop up in the situations that you think they should, making them overrated. Today we're talking about the best of the best. If you spend your attribute points all the way to 99 on this badge, it is more than worth it. Even if you don't spend it all the way to a 99, you know, they're going to be very, very worth it, and you're going to notice it at all levels, and you need them at different levels. We're on the road to 3,000 subs. You guys have been showing a lot of love and support this year, so as always, I do appreciate all the love and support. Leave a like on this video if you enjoy this content, and let me know what you want to see next. I will be doing the worst badges here soon, posting gameplays as much as I can over different builds, whether it's Pro-Am, Rec, Park. I'm your guy. 2K25 is coming to a close, so this video is more like a recap of just how good these badges are, just how bad these badges are in NBA 2K25. Let's get it going. Let's just go. Two of the badges that I think are very good, very, pop up a lot, and very near and dear to my heart is going to be set shot specialist and shifty shooter. These badges you have to have, whether you're a guard, whether you're a big. If you're a big, you definitely need set shot specialist. If you're a guard, you definitely need shifty shooter. These are the badges that just pop up a ton. I don't want to talk too much about these other special badges. Those are going to be for another video, but set shot is a necessity. Anytime you do a catch and shoot, anytime you maybe do a quick stop, anytime you just are a standstill three or jump shot, set shot specialist is going to pop up. This is arguably the most worth it badge. When I break these badges down today, it's not in order. These are just the 5 best in my opinion by far. This badge is just, shooting is always going to be at a premium in 2K. It doesn't matter what 2K does. It doesn't matter how expensive they make shooting. It doesn't matter how many patches they put into the game. Shooting is forever and always will be the most important part, just like in basketball. If you can't shoot in real life IRL basketball in the NBA, it is hard to put you on the court. It is the same thing in 2K25. If you can't shoot, you can't play. Really, that's how it works, especially with the nerfing that they've done to finishing at the rim this year, in my opinion, compared to last. It's still beneficial. You can still see the benefits of having a slasher like build, but you have to be able to shoot to some degree. Set shot specialist is going to help you on those standstills. Shifty shooter, in my opinion, mid-range is the best attribute in NBA 2K25. So being able to shoot, whether it's a 3 or a midi is very, very important. But midis especially, shifty shooter, you have to have pretty high. Like I said, mid-range is the best attribute in NBA 2K25, in my humble opinion. I've played hundreds and hundreds of games this year, really thousands of games this year, whether it be Park, Rec, Pro-Am. Everyone that is really good at this game abuses midis. They haven't changed it from last year. Last year they had a badge just designed for the midi, which was Midi Magician, making it really, really good. So I wouldn't say it's nearly as good as it was last year, just because they had an entire badge fixated on midi. But this year shifty is no different. It's Midi Magician, it's difficult shots from 3. If you're shooting anything off balance that's not standstill or anything like that, you need shifty shooter. So I would definitely argue that these are the 2 best offensive badges in NBA 2K25. Really, really good stuff right there. The next one I want to talk about, as a guard, I've been a guard, pretty much this whole year. If you guys look back to my channel, I've played against some of the best players in this game. I've competed at a pretty high level. I don't know what I'm doing still, even after all that experience, but I like to think when it comes to the badges, I do have an understanding of how much they do pop up. Like I've said, I've played thousands of games this year, so I get it. I like to think handles for days is very, very important. where it ranks in the top 5 best badges, I wouldn't put it up too high, but if you're someone that is dribbling, right? If you have silver handles for days and then you use gold handles for days, you're going to notice a difference, in my opinion. From gold handles for days to Hall of Fame, you will notice a substantial difference. And then from legend to Hoff, you will notice a difference. Each level, you notice a difference. And to me, that makes it really, really good. Especially if you're someone that dribbles. You don't want to get too tired ball handling. You don't want to get too tired pumping the air out of the ball with dribbles. Whether you're a point guard, a guard, or just do it all forward, it can dribble just a little bit. Dribbling is also very important. Putting the ball on the ground. You have to be able to dribble to a degree, depending on your ball handle. Obviously, if you're a lock, you don't have to dribble. But, for my guards, my forwards that made a do-it-all build, like a LeBron or a Kevin Durant, you'll notice that, handles for days. Once that energy goes down, this game is pretty hard to play offensively. So I would put this right up there in the top 6 badges in NBA 2K25 because of how important it is to dribble and not get tired when you're dribbling. I've been a point guard most of this year in Pro-Am, so when I'm pumping the air out of the ball, whether it's Hoff or legend handles for days, it is a really, really good badge. I mean, it's always going to be a good badge in my opinion. So handles for days would be one of those badges that I would consider to be one of the best badges in NBA 2K25. Let's go to the defense now. Finishing, there's really nothing for me to talk about. I think finishing sucks this year. So if you're watching this video thinking, oh, well, what about finishing? What's the best finishing badge? I think finishing sucks. 2 points is 2 points. I'd rather shoot a midi than go to the rim. Everyone in this game is fixated and has a fascination with backdooring constantly in the random rec, or in the rec, I guess. If you're playing with randoms, I wouldn't put your finishing up like at all, to be honest with you. I'd go 65 dunk, maybe 75 layup, maybe, and like 40 standing, and then just get your 2 points when you can get your 2 points. That's how I feel about finishing. So if you're watching this video waiting for me to talk about aerial wizard or posterizer or physical finisher, some of those badges are pretty good. Like posterizer is fine, but best badges, nah, you got me. Nah. Now, defense. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I do think that on-ball menace is one of the best badges. Is it as good as it needs to be this year? Now, that's something that can be up for debate. If I'm guarding the ball, I should be getting way more bumps with a 92 perimeter than I am getting this year. But, I'd be lying if I said, these locks are just cracked. I mean, 2K will always find a way to make a nice, cracked out lock build really, really good. It seems like year after year after year, they just fail to... you know what I'm saying? They kind of fail to nerf locks. I mean, every year they're fast, they're strong, and have 99 perimeter or 99 steal. This year, they have both. So there's that. So that's been a great time as a point guard in Pro-Am this year. They always have 94 plus speed, 93 plus agility, maybe some strength, and then 99. So on-ball menace is immovable from last year, where if you're getting bumps up the court on a guard, on-ball menace is what's going to pop up. You're full court pressing, you get a bump, that is on-ball menace. Last year that was immovable. They made it movable this year only around like the paint area, when defending ball handlers and finishers. Emphasis on finishers around the paint, underneath the 3-point arc. That's when immovable is going to pop up. But on-ball menace is everything before that. So that 75 feet of defense that you can play in this game, on-ball menace is going to pop up. And I think that makes it the best badge defensively, especially on-ball. Challenger doesn't pop up as much as it should. It's really hard to get contests this year. Pick Dodger's tough because most centers have Hall of Fame brick wall, which I'll talk about here in a minute. Really, really good there. And like I said, immovable... I think I made a video on this on overrated badges, and I think immovable is one of the more overrated badges in 2K25. So out of all these badges here, off-ball pass, I don't even know if that exists, to be honest. You can do whatever you can off-ball, and it just doesn't pop up. So don't even look at that. But on-ball menace pops up a lot, making it, to me, one of the best badges in 2K25. Now, Last couple things I want to talk about. One being strength. Strength is just important. I mean, as a center in this game, if you don't have strength, you're going to have a long day. So I'll talk about all three of these things at the same time. But these last couple badges I want to talk about, it's going to be brick wall. Brick wall this year, I feel like brick wall is always pretty solid. I have builds with legend. I have builds with Hoff. I have builds with gold, and I have builds with silver. Each level that brick wall goes up, you notice a difference, in my opinion. Like I said, I've been playing Pro-Am point guard for months now. Tournaments, Final Fours, playing against pro players. Every single center has Hall of Fame to legend brick wall. My team, we run legend brick wall, and without that, I am nothing. I would suck more than I already do. So brick wall to me is very, very important, making it one of the best badges in the game. Where it ranks in the top 5, it's definitely in the top 5. I would put it above on ball menace for sure. So as a big, I mean, you got to have at least a little bit of brick wall. The more that you have, the better. Now, whether or not legend is more worth it than Hall of Fame, I don't think so, but that doesn't make it, you know, that I'm not saying that to say don't get 99 strength. If you want 99 strength, that helps you with these next badges that I'm going to talk about, which is box out beast and rebound chaser. Before anyone starts saying, I have 99 rebound and I get out rebounded sometimes, da, 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 da. If you get in good position with your box out beast on legend, you should get the rebound. Unless the guy that you're boxing out swims by you, then, you know, that's going to happen. And you just kind of have to live with that. It's the same thing as you have 99 perimeter, you know, you're going to get scored on. But with 99 rebound mixed in with that 96 strength for that box out beast, that's why I say, you know, 99 strength isn't that bad of an idea as a center. You know, the more rebound, the better. You have a 92 rebound. It's pretty good. It's far better than silver. If you have 96 rebound, it's far better than gold. If you have legend rebounder, it's far better than Hall of Fame. I think it's very crucial to have on a big, and the combination of both of these on legend is unbelievable. Whether it's, I mean, the combination of Hoff is even still good. I think if you know what you're doing at center, you have to have box out beast pretty high, at least Hall of Fame, rebound chaser, at least Hall of Fame. If you have gold on either of these, it's going to be a long day. Let me see what you can get away with here. 96 there, and what, you need a 98 strength. Is that really it? 98. Oh, 98. Whoops. So yeah, it's like you might as well just get these badges to legend regardless of what you decide to do. I think both of these badges are really, really good. Top 6 for sure. Obviously I said set shot and shifty. I think those are 1 and 2 in my opinion. I would put rebound chaser 3, box out beast probably 4, and then brick wall and on ball menace is a toss up for me between what makes it into the top 5. But those are the 6 best badges in my opinion. If I got anything wrong, let me know. What am I missing out on? Oh no, excuse me. 1 and 2 set shot and shifty. Handles for days, especially for guards, is up there. Handles for days is like the rebound chaser and box out. It's like the brick wall rebound chaser of guards. Like if you don't have this really, really high, you know, you're not going to be able to dribble as a guard. It's the same thing as a big. If you don't have your rebound really, really high, you're going to struggle as a big. And your strength, if you don't have a lot of strength, you're going to struggle at those things. So I'm sure I may have missed something. I think lightning launch is probably up there as well. I see too many people using Hall of Fame, and there's really not a huge difference the more you go up. I mean, obviously you notice it, but you don't notice it like these things. You really don't. To me, these are the 5 best badges in the game. Handles for days, shifty, and set shot. I would put rebound chaser and brick wall. I think those are the 5 best badges this year. So let me know if I got that wrong. Let me know what I missed out on. I think I covered everything. Like, yeah, you could argue lightning launch, you can argue this, you can argue that. But for the most part, shooting's important, dribbling's important, and rebounding as a big is important. And then being able to have high strength, I think, is crucial for a big. So like I said, let me know what I got wrong. Sub up if you're new, like the video if you enjoy this content. Again, I appreciate all the love and support as always, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Peace.